Hello, it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me today for another Simple Stamping Saturday. And I am using items from the mini catalogue again. This time it is simple stamping again, a bit like last week with the Halloween Them Bones set. But I'm not actually going to ink up a stamp. Just saying. Anyway, let me flip the camera down and it will all become easier to understand. So I've got a pile of bits here. Actually, I ought to put that on top as well. This may be a clue. If you've seen the mini catalogue, that is. And if you have shopped with me in the last year and you aren't a demonstrator, because I know some demonstrators do still shop from other demonstrators, which blows my mind a bit. However, if I know you're not a demonstrator and you've shopped with me in the last year, I have posted out my catalogues and you should have them by now. Do remember that, of course, the best thing to do is to become a demonstrator. And, of course, I would love you to think about joining our team of sunflowers. However, we're on Simple Stamping Saturday, so let me show you what I'm using properly. So I've got the Beary Christmas Memories and More card pack, and I've got the Memories and More cards and envelopes pack. I have added some plain Memories and More cards because I want to not only show you some cards that I'm going to make, but also how you can stretch the supplies. So the Memories and More cards and envelopes, you get 20 of each, 10 each of 2 designs. So the envelopes look like that or that, and they are patterned on the inside all the way through. Just wanted to check that. Yes, so this is pattern paper as well. I'm not using it as pattern paper for this this set of examples, but you could, and I probably will at some point. The cards are down here somewhere. So the cards are balmy blue or the red, and I can't remember which red it is. It's not listed. Oh, real red. It's real red. So now there's both white and very vanilla in this. So I'm also adding some of the ribbon, which is this gorgeous sparkly velvet ribbon in balmy blue. That's kind of given a bit away. And these dots, which are called adhesive backed glitter sequins. Oh, I think they're flat, so I don't know why they're called sequins. Anyway, they're beautiful. So I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to turn all that lot over so I can then see roughly where I'm going. So my first card, and this is going to be super easy stuff, folks, because if you're doing Christmas cards, you need a lot of Christmas cards and not much time. So I'm going to burnish my card in half. I'm going to take this, which is one of the Memories and More cards. This is on the back of it. We'll be using this as well. So all I'm going to do is stick this onto the card, because that's all it needs. I will add some of the glitter sequins because that would make it, you know, that little bit prettier. But frankly, you don't need any more than that. So let's not get tricky about this. I have to say, by the time I finished, well, in fact, by the time the mini catalogue goes live on the 6th of September, I'll probably have done all my Christmas cards. However, so I am going to take some of these, and I think I'm going to stick with, well, actually I could do a little selection of each, couldn't I? So I could do one of each colour. So let's take this one. Let's pop that on top of that Christmas tree. And I'm going to take one of the white ones and pop it on top of that Christmas tree with the star still poking out behind it. And then I need one of the blue ones, and I'll pop that one there. And that's all I'm going to do, because that, for a Christmas card, is probably all you need. Now, if you've got the Beary stamp set, which is called Beary Cute, You could obviously add some images on the inside as well, but I'm not going to do that today. I will be saving that stamp set for another occasion. So that's what we've got. It's got glitter, it's got polar bears, it's got Christmas trees. What more do we... I mean, it's got polar bears with jumpers on and carrying parcels. We don't need anything more than that on a Christmas card. So that is that Christmas card done. This is the next one. Now I am going to bring in some dimensionals. So I'm going to fold this card base in half, and I'm going to bring in some dimensionals because that'll just make it look a bit more zuzzy. Pop something up on a dimensional, assuming you can get it off your finger in the first place, and suddenly it becomes more than the sum of its parts. So I'm just going to use 5 dimensionals, peel those off, and find the middle, which is about there. Press that down, and let's add some more of these. So this time I'm going to use the smaller ones, and I'm just going to add them so that they're around my card. Like that. But again, just a little bit of sparkle, and you've got a Christmas card. And again, sentiment on the inside, good to go. And obviously you can use any sentiment set that you've got. Right, okay, so I'm coming on to red now. So you have 2 ways of folding this. So you can either have, well, it folded. So you can either have it with the white at the bottom or the white at the top. I'm just going to take this Let It Snow card and pop it up on dimensionals, and again pop it onto my card front, and really not do anything more than that, other than I thought it would be quite fun to add some ribbon. So I'm going to do that before I pop the dimensionals on. I'm going to grab my Seal Plus, which is my go-to for adding ribbon. Let me just pop that so that I know roughly where I want it to go, which is there. So I can add adhesive there and there, and of course velvet moves, so always fun. I've got that in the right place roughly. There we are. So there we are, we've got our Let It Snow with this lovely, don't know if you can see how beautifully glittery it is, but it is beautifully glittery. And again, I'm going to add dimensionals to the back. In the middle. Remove the backings. Make sure I've got the opening on the right side, which is also the right side. So the correct side and the right side. Pop that there. And I'm going to have some fun coming down here. So I'm going to tuck that there and then have a little row there. And then I'm going to stick with white for this one. Just going to tuck one in there and one up the top, and that is my card done. Again, a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of ribbon, easy as. So that's 3. Where are we? We're at 9 minutes. So another of these with the good tidings and warm wishes. Now, was I going to add anything to that? No, I don't think I was, other than obviously some bling. So, burnish, dimensionals. Now, if you want to do these are memories and more cards, so you can use these for December Daily, scrapbooking, you know, anything like that, as well as for cards. So you could get your pack of note cards and envelopes, make the cards you want, and then anything that's left you can use for scrapbooking. And this time I'm going to stick with the green, and I'm going to do exactly the same little flourish, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then that one tucked in there, and this one tucked over. Actually, I'll bring it there. So again, add a little bit of bling and you're good to go. Sentiment or whatever on the inside if you wish. And the next one, also on red, but this time I have got 2 cards, because what I'm going to do, and a sticker, what I'm going to do is I brought in some of our standard plain white Memories and More cards. So what I'm going to do is take my trimmer and cut this in half. So it's 4 1/4 inches to there, cut in half. So we've got 2 card fronts. Find a card. So I'm just literally going to stick this on the front and it will fit because it's the same basic side. I'm going to add a piece of ribbon. Actually no, the ribbon was going for the other card, although actually I like it on this card. I think I'll keep it on this card. So I'm going to add this across the middle of this card. This is smaller than what I'm sticking it to, so I will get, let's come from out from behind my face, I will get a little margin of the background card. Obviously, if you wanted to save even more of your cards, you could just do that. You don't have to use the coloured card that comes with the envelopes. You can just use what we've got. Now, if you didn't want to get the note cards and envelopes that match the Beary Christmas, you could just get the assorted white note cards and envelopes, and that will give you 3 by 4 note cards and envelopes as well. Now I'm going to go with the red at the top. So yeah, you don't have to get the coloured note cards and envelopes, but they do add a certain something. I'm just going to fold that at this point so that I can get it all lined up like that. There we go. And burnish that to make sure it's stuck properly. Grab my piece of ribbon, and I'm just going to cover up this row of Christmas trees because it's a kind of useful place to go. So again, let's pop it onto grid paper. It doesn't matter whether you use the metric or the imperial, you're just using it for straight lines. So Seal Plus, both sides, pop it in, and there is our ribbon. Okay. And obviously for every, I've already taken that one off. For every card you cut in half, you're also releasing an envelope, and you can use the paper from the inside of your envelope to pretty up card bases as well. So let's make sure we've got the margin we want, which we have, and I think I'm going to go blue. So I'll have one just tucked in under there. And one there. So again, add a bit of bling, add a bit of ribbon, and you're good to go. Right, so we've got our half. So we need to stick our half to our card front, as we did before. As I say, my plan had been that I was going to put ribbon around the next card, but I kind of liked it on that other one. I could, of course, cut another piece of ribbon. There's nothing to stop me. However, so this is the card, but I wanted to add this little chappie who is delivering the parcels. Now, I want that to be raised up. So I'm going to peel him off, stick him to my t-shirt and press him down, and then peel him off my t-shirt, and that will have removed some of the stick. The other thing you can do, although I wouldn't do it at this stage, is add some embossing buddy to the back. But what I'm going to do first is pop some dimensionals on. Don't need that bit. So small. Small for his legs. His little leggies. So we have had thunderstorms forecast today. And we had horrible rain this morning. We got drenched going to the supermarket this morning. And now it's sort of sunny-ish. Whether we're going to get any more rain, I don't know. But it's kind of weird. So 1, 2, and then I can bring in my embossing buddy and cover the back of that sticker with embossing buddy, which will remove the stick from the embossing buddy, from the sticker, but not from the dimensionals. And you want to do it at this stage because otherwise you won't be able to stick your dimensionals onto your sticker. And then you can peel the backings off and decide where you want to pop your bear. I might actually attach my card front before I stick this down. I'm now covered in embossing buddy, obviously. So this is the reverse of the previous card. It always terrifies me when I turn them over and go, I wanted to use that card. No, you've already used it. You don't need to worry. You're using the other side. So small margin. Oops. Squiffy. Come on. Don't want you squiffy. You're not at Christmas time yet. You haven't been hitting the trifle sherry. That's better. Right, okay. So we've got our little chap, and I'm going to have him just down here, delivering his parcels. And again, I'm going to add some of these lovely sequins. And I'm going to go balmy blue, I think. I shall put that one just there. And I'll pop a small one just there. So it's just a little cluster around our polar bear, and there is our cute little card. Right, next, let me do that. So again, I'm cutting up cards. So I've got 2 basic white cards. I've got my blue card that I'm going to cut in half at 4 1/4 inches, like that. And I might as well stick these in place now. They're basically the same, so you don't have a choice of dark at top or bottom. And I know I did the same on each of the cards, but there is the choice. So that's one. And the other one, so we've got our 2 card fronts, and I'm going to use that one and this one, so they're both going to be landscape. And for this one I was going to add, I can't remember what I was going to add. I think I was going to add the Christmas. Actually, I'm going to add the polar bear and the Christmas tree, and then on this one I'm going to add another polar bear just standing here. So all I need to decide is whether I'm going to pop either of these up or whether I'm going to have them flat and pop up the sticker, and I think I'm going to do one of each. So I think I'm going to pop this one up onto dimensionals, and these are the only cards I'm going to show you today, so we can then have a look at how many we've made, which is quite a lot, and the time in which we've made them, which is not very much. So, but as I say, the whole thing I find with Christmas cards is you need lots quickly, you know, as in not time consuming. Obviously you can start making them early, which is why I did my Christmas in July class using online exclusive products. But if you're waiting for the new mini, don't get the starter kit now, and you can be making your Christmas cards in a few days, or wait until September. So I decided I was going to use this one, didn't I? And just stick him straight on. So we'll have him just at the bottom here. Across a wee bit more. There we are. Season's greetings. He's even got a little bunny. Little bunny. Sorry, I get all carried away at Christmas. Right, so let's have. No, that's too big. So we'll have that there. We'll have a mini sequin there, and then 1, 2. We want something over here, probably just there. So again, I'll take one of the small ones and pop that onto the star. So that's another really quick card. And being Simple Stamping Saturday, they're never going to be complicated. The stepped up ones, when I do stepped up versions, will be. But these aren't stepped up ones. These are just put them together quickly, make lots of Christmas cards. But hopefully it will give you some ideas of how you can use the cards, and also how you can use the note cards and envelopes. So this is going flat, like that. Pop that on, and I was going to, oh no, it wasn't that one, it was this one. I was going to use this one. So again, I need to do my dimensionals. I'll stick that on there for the moment. So I need some small and some large. So I definitely want a large one there, and a large one there, and then we'll switch over to small, and we'll have small there and there, and might as well fill that with another large one. I mean, this is a lot of dimensionals for one sticker, but I don't mind. I'm happy to use lots of dimensionals. Then they're not the most expensive thing to replace. So I think I'd rather have him there, but I think he's better just there. So we've got this one looking that way, this one looking that way. Cute, cute, cute. More stickers. And I'm going to go balmy blue. And I'm going to go 3s. Now the one thing you do, it's probably my mind, but the one thing you do have to think about when you're dealing with livestock, as in animals, is where you're going to put your embellishments. Just saying, it's my mind, but just be a little thoughtful about where you're putting things is all I'm going to say. So 1, 2, so I need something here in the ocean, nowhere near any livestock. Actually, that's not quite right. Let's see if I can peel that off, which I can. So you've got 1, 1, 2. I don't know, we probably need to be in here somewhere, so let's pop them there. 1, 2, 3. Pop those over there. Fold my card base. Burnish. And let's do a count up. So this is the one we've just made. Lots of lovely sparkle. Sticker for some dimensions. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 26 minutes. I don't think 8 cards in 26 minutes is a bad idea, especially given that there was a bit of blether at the beginning. So yeah, 8 cards in less than half an hour. Marvellous. And of course, if you prep everything, you can get through them quicker. So let me flip the camera back up. So if you want to see these in close-up, if you go over to my website, which is linked below in the description bar, you will find the photos of each of these. Obviously I can't list the supplies yet because they're not available for customers to purchase, so there will be no supply list. If you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in getting the discount, which on the starter kit for £130 or up to £130 a product or €175 a product, you pay just £99 or €129. There's no postage, that's included. So it's a really good deal, and then you get 20% off all your purchases until you decide it's not for you or you don't hit the required minimum quarter amount. So if you were to join in, where are we, August, you would be able to order through to the end of January next year. So that gives you the next mini catalogue as well. So thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I will be still in Las Vegas as you watch this, so I will be hopefully hot and enjoying the backstage convention. Thank you very much indeed. I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.